Hello guys, it's Alexander here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to install and set up properly the Portfolio Manager. So as you know, to be able to download the Portfolio Manager, I'm going to include this link in the video description. So you're going to be able to access this GitHub link, and usually this link will bring you to the latest version, and you will need to choose between those two options, setup.exe and the zip file. The difference between one and another is that one, you can run the program without installing it, but it will not be auto-updated or not have auto-update capabilities, and the other one will install it in your system and you are able to run it, it will allow you to auto-update. Besides that, there are no other differences rather than just the auto update feature. So let's proceed with this. So you would download the exe file or the zip file, and you will install, and you'll proceed to launch the Portfolio Manager. So you'll see the EULA user license agreement. So you need to accept that, and then you'll need to input your license key. So whenever you purchase the product, you'll receive an email, and you will also get redirected to a website where it will provide you the license key. In this case, I have a license key. It's a demo purpose one, and I'm going to input it here, and I'm going to activate the product. So licenses are lifetime, as you know, and once it's tied to this computer, it will be one-time use. So once we are in, as you can see, we have different sections: backtester, strategies balancer, calibration, strategy scaler. But before that, let's go to the settings. So we need to configure settings because every view requires to have the MetaTrader 5 instance and some certain configurations, which you must go to settings and choose which MetaTrader instance you want to run the Portfolio Manager with. So in this case, I have here an instance which is in desktop. Best is to run it in portable mode. So I have this MetaTrader instance. It's portable. Portable means that you run this MetaTrader 5. You create a shortcut from here, show more options, create shortcut, and you need to provide launch settings in here with /portable. This allows you to, the portable mode in MetaTrader 5 allows you to run the MetaTrader 5 with the MQL5 folder inside the same folder in here, and this will give you capabilities to copy paste and basically port to any other place or copy to any other place this MetaTrader 5 instance, and all your symbols, ticks will be stored. So if you want to read more about the portable mode, I'll let a link in the description regarding the documentation from MetaTrader. So as you know, as I said, I'm running portable mode. So whenever I select this folder, I need to select the folder where the exe file is in. As you can see, the terminal 64. So I need to select the folder where the terminal 64 program is. And once I select, the folder is auto-detected of the MT5 data. Okay, so now I have set up the MetaTrader 5 configuration, and I can see that now the certain views are enabled to be able to perform backtesting and operations. For example, the backtester and so on. Recommendation is to back up your MT5 installation. There can be many times where it can get corrupted or anything can happen. So it's a lot of effort when you have custom symbols and you have imported many ticks and tick data to rebuild that. So I definitely recommend to zip that to create a backup on this with a zip file so you're able to restore. There is where the benefits of portable mode come in, so you are able to create a copy of your terminal settings and your ticks in one file with zip. So, all right, then we'll proceed to go also towards the subworkers. The subworkers is a feature that allows you to run parallel backtests with multiple MetaTrader 5 terminals. And this feature allows you to scale your backtests and make it more faster. So the whole application under the hood uses subworkers. So there is the master terminal, which is this one. And based on the master terminal, we create somehow like logical copies, reference copies of your master terminal that are able to run the same level of backtest. So let's, for example, create 10 subworkers. This is really strongly tied to the CPUs and the RAM memory that you have available in your computer, because you need to have there's certain criteria you need to met. You can only have one subworker for every physical core and CPU you have, and well, the RAM memory is also a constraint you need to consider. So basically, how much depends on how much RAM you have and how much CPU cores. You'll be able to you see logical processors and cores. So the cores is what matters in this metric, as we need to run the backtests in cores, not logical processors. So I'm able to create more than 10, but for demo purposes, I'm going to create 10 subworkers. As you can see, they start to get created in here as logical copies. And once they are created, my backtesting will scale and will use the subworker parallel backtesting feature. Keep in mind that the subworkers run with cooldowns between usually 30 seconds. So that's something to consider. They will not launch all at the same time. Otherwise, it will have a really performance impact and will crash. So there is a logical way and an algorithm that checks your RAM memory and your CPU, and it launches those subworkers gradually in this case. So as you can see, the creation of the subworkers is almost finished. Every subworker has its corresponding folder, and everything what you do in master terminal will get reflected in the subworkers, in sense of if you install a new expert advisor or you import a new custom symbol, it will also be available in those subworkers. So you always do the changes, or you change the broker, or you add those symbols that you want in the master, and it will propagate automatically to the subworkers. So basically the setup for the portfolio manager is ready. We could tune up the backtesting default settings, but I'll leave it as it is. And well, we'll see you in the next video.